Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, project you live as a champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
What's up, everybody? It's Friday night. What is it? Saturday night? It's Tuesday night. I don't know anymore, man. I can't tell. 3 hours of professional wrestling on a Wednesday night is a lot to, wow. Wasn't expecting that, Jay. I wasn't expecting that extra hour of AEW. They got me. They hit me with a white cross, man. I wasn't expecting it. What was that?
Wednesday night.
Did you know about that?
I know it's Wednesday.
It's definitely Wednesday, yeah, for sure. What's up, Sean? How you doing, brother? What's going on, Stephen Chambers? We're here to talk about AEW.
Oh, we are here.
We're here.
A lot of talk.
Man. Definitely a lot to talk about, man. We start off AEW tonight, Wednesday night. You see Edge, you see Christian. They're going to be main eventing later tonight, but we're going to hit you off with the weekly review first. Jay, did you see Rampage Friday night?
You ask me that, it's always the same answer. It's no.
The answer is always no. All right, no problem. Here are the results. We have Best Friends defeating Dark Order. We have Tony Storm and Mariah May in action. They defeated Sparks and Kathleen in a squash match, I'm sure. We also had Takeshita defeating Commander. We got a lot going on Rampage. And you also had Undisputed Kingdom defeating Top Flight and Action Andretti. Isn't he just part of Top Flight? Why is it Top Flight and Action Andretti? I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but Undisputed Kingdom win their match. Here's some photos from the night.
Yikes.
I guess I'll go.
These are scary photos, man.
Why, Mariah May? I think Mariah May looks great, though. She's been doing phenomenal. I think she's been doing a great job, to be honest.
What's going on, everybody in the chat? Sean, Stephen Chambers, Anthony, what's up?
Chat's lit up. What's going on, Anthony? How you doing, brother? Sean's in here, man. What's he saying? It's about tonight, March Madness. You got to schedule around March Madness. That's why it's March Madness, because the schedule's absolutely maddening to even try to comprehend. Takeshita looking good on whatever show he's on, and just know that as long as Takeshita is there, the room has been elevated. He's next level, Chase. Shut your ass up. Rampage on fire, man. Rampage on fire. We'll move on to Collision. Now, Jay, usually you say you watch Collision.
I do watch Collision. I do. Sometimes it's okay.
Sometimes it is okay, and this time it was good too. Bryan Danielson kicked off the night. Why, you don't like to see Bryan Danielson over there?
No, I think I'm sick and tired of seeing Danielson fight these Japan guys that we don't know anything about, and it's always the same week about this so-called dream match. I mean, I get it. You're trying to prove the best wrestler, with your upcoming match with Ospreay, but damn, do I have to be forced to watch this every Saturday with a New Japan star? The second week in a row.
Sean, I'll get back to you about that via email. Anthony thought the match tonight, main event from Dynamite, was better than Worlds, and Stephen Chambers thinks it was a good match. I think it was an okay match. I didn't have a problem with it. Shibata, I know plenty about Shibata. What do you mean? I've been seeing Shibata.
Oh, yeah. You grew up with Shibata.
I didn't grow up with him.
So why you trying to be a wrestler, you grew up with Shibata?
I didn't say I grew up with Shibata. I've been seeing him on AEW.
I want to hear about Shibata.
Seeing him on AEW kicking the shit out of people like, what's his name? Wheeler Useless. I enjoyed that a lot.
Didn't they fire that guy?
Maybe, but maybe Shibata beat the hell out of him so bad that he, turned, tucked tail, and ran away.
Stephen Chambers, it's not fair you know this guy. You watch New Japan for God's sakes. Come on.
Come on, man. Julia Hart over here defeating Trish Dora. We obviously are going to know that's going to happen, right? Daniel Garcia defeating Lee Moriarty. Pac was in a match against Aaron Solo. He wins his match. Claudio coming out like the Legion of Doom over here. He defeats Lance Archer. And we had Kyle O'Reilly defeating Brian Keith. And this match, apparently, the infantry. Who the hell is the infantry? They defeated the House of Black.
Those are the people that cut the promo on FTR that I say they're going to meet in each other in the tournament. That's who they are.
I liked the first match. It was a good opening match. Overall, I that's pretty much all I watched.
I'm very disappointed at the Kyle O'Reilly match. I know it's his first match back, but I'm very disappointed. And I think I called this, Savage. They are going with that route of Roderick Strong that, no, you need us. No, I don't. And there goes the rivalry right there. Perhaps that would resonate his whatever gimmick, but it's not working, Savage. No.
Why is House of Black even still there? Why is House of Black even still there? I don't even understand. And then, of course, Edge comes out and shows us all Spike. And Spike would come into play later tonight for sure. For sure. Spike came into play. What did you think of Spike when you first saw him, Jay?
Nothing. I just think he just cut a promo that was solid and try to sell, try to make everybody watch. Hey, come watch us.
See, what's crazy about this is he's trying to sell
tickets.
Dynamite.
Yeah,
that's trying to sell a pay-per-view. He's selling Dynamite. This is happening on Dynamite in Canada, and we're going to get into that.
It's solid, but
There's Christian right there. He's going to have to defend that TNT title later tonight. But here we see Okada arriving. Beautiful car. I love the presentation tonight. I did actually really enjoy the opening of Dynamite. It was very news orientated right away. Like, here's this guy, here's this guy, here's this guy, and then obviously
NXT 2.0.
We have to change tracks over here. And unlike The Rock, unlike the People's Champion, who can entertain you for 28, 38, 48, 58 minutes,
this is big news right now.
Money can only do it for 12.
CEO.
What did you think?
Okay. I'm going to say Jay was right, you MFs that's watching this and everybody in the chat. I told you she was not the one that's going to elevate AEW Women's Division. Savage, I think she was just off. I don't know what the promo was about. I felt it was repetitive, if that makes sense to you. It was repetitive. It wasn't nothing to the point. It just didn't do nothing for me. If you're trying to elevate this women's division, I don't think these 2 weeks of back-to-back mics is it. I think she's somewhat trying to struggle on who her character is supposed to be moving forward, whether that's chasing the title or chasing the TBS championship. I think she's having a real struggle, and she doesn't know how to come off to audience, because we will talk about something that we saw later backstage with her and Stanlander and Willow. I mean, for God's sakes, what was so special about tonight? Let's talk about when she came out. There wasn't a huge pop. People weren't even saying CEO in unison in the beginning. They started saying that when she just got in the ring. It wasn't a big pop. It wasn't nothing spectacular.
Just like Anthony's saying over here, it was boring. He did not get excited when she came out, Jay.
She's struggling, Savage, and I truly feel after watching tonight, she is definitely just another former WWE superstar that was supposed to elevate this division and is not failed. It just failed.
Here's what Tony managed to accomplish this past week. What he did was probably just piss off every woman in the roster who's been there longer, has done better, is better, has better mic skills, but they're getting paid maybe 90% less than Mrs. Mercedes over here, and she doesn't deserve the money she's getting because she's not worth that value. I don't know what kind of fanboy you have to be to pay this lady that much money when she is clearly not going to return it. She will have her fans, fine, but like you said, she's not over right now the way she should be. And I think it's because she's always been overrated, in my opinion. I think she's always been overutilized. And they should treat her since they're paying her so much money, and they already wasted the money, they might as well use her as like a hype match woman type of deal, where like she doesn't wrestle all the time.
So
build up her matches.
So we can agree on she should be a special attraction. She should have only big time matches.
Yeah, she's not entertaining enough to be on TV week after week after week.
Exactly. You need to keep her off TV.
Yeah, you have to keep her off TV and make people miss her and all that nonsense and bullshit because we already saw her. We already got enough of her. The fact that she's on TV doing it again a week later with even lesser crowd reaction speaks volumes. They need to repackage this quickly before it just loses complete momentum. And because once it's done, it's done. And they're close to being done with this. I
think what we see later, it's just too late.
There's still storylines that they can pull out of their ass. Her versus Paige, her versus Tony Storm.
I'm not interested. No, we're not there yet. Remember that. You're jumping. We can't jump way ahead. We got to see what's in front of us.
They have to take her ass off TV and keep her for the big matches. And when she needs to come out, she has to come out talking the hot shit. You can't talk about all this bullshit about how you were part of the evolution, blah, blah, blah. But now it's about the worldwide revolution.
Can I say something before? I mean, I don't know if you did I cut you off? I don't want to cut you off, but
you always cut me off. What do you care? Now you care?
Because I care. This is why I'm freaking care. All right. So yap it. All right. But listen, I just want to say something. If anybody thinks this makes sense, really think about what she said tonight. She said, I'm trying to be here to be global. Excuse me, where you worked before was a global company. What do you think AEW? They're going to go global all of a sudden? So this was your reason to sign, to fight globally and be here global? Come on. I'm going to be global. You were global. Makes no sense.
I'm glad he brought AEW to me too, but there's a big difference between bringing AEW and then maintaining AEW because what he failed to do is when
reason to not be global, you work for a global company. That's what I'm saying.
What are you cutting me off again for? I think I need to chop the shit out of you so you can recall some respect. God damn it! I think you're lucky I can't throw and chop your way.
I give Chuck criticism. I mean, am I wrong, people? Am I wrong?
Oh, you're not wrong, but you're listen, bottom line is this. Tony Khan and AEW changed the moment they lost Cody Rhodes. And now WWE is literally not bringing people back to handicap these guys. Tony Khan's going to go and sign everybody for no reason and just pay them max money just because he can. So
can I say something? Because I know Steven Chambers like the dirt sheet. He knows every rumor. But my sources said that Tony Khan is still upset at Jack Perry for costing CM Punk.
All right, we'll get into that crap later. But yeah, this turns into like a little thing. The lights go black and then they manage to vanish and disappear. Willow Willow was going to hit Mercedes over here. Honestly, I think she should have hit her. The whole her even contemplating it makes her look weak. It makes Mercedes look weak. You either pull the trigger or you don't. This is a terrible storyline, and it's just going to get worse every week as long as they continue to go down this plan right here. This was, again, gold. I'm sure you loved it.
Yes, everything was good about
it. Yeah, they said this time he even said his full name, but now they want him to learn Japanese. Renee over here. I like this. This felt like they were trying to make this this kind of had like an 80s vibe to it. Like right away going into the
Yeah, I am convinced tonight Renee needs to be off TV. I am truly convinced.
Okay. I did like the production of the opening and the way they set up a championship match right away, and they had great entrances.
Okay. Before we get into it, can you explain to me, is he a triple champ or he's a one champ?
I'm pretty sure he's still the triple champ, isn't he?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Only this one was on the line tonight, I believe.
Okay, only one. Okay.
Yeah, this title, the main title. If you didn't notice or catch it, or at least I appreciated that production value of the first half hour, the way they made this championship, they tried to make this a bigger match than what it really is. Okay, for a lot of people, it's probably a big match, but they needed to make it bigger and more special because this is Okada's first singles match on AEW television, and by him going on to take the title. Because we don't always see titles change hands on TV. Tonight, we saw two titles change hands. Started off with this one. The match itself, it was okay. It could have been better. I think it could have been better, but it wasn't a bad match. Nice hitting. I'll give Eddie Kingston some props tonight. I kind of liked his work tonight. He had some nice landings with his shots, his punches, and he did the job for Okada because he obviously probably respects the shit out of him. But it's a big deal for Okada to come out first match and wins the title right off the back against someone who's been kicking ass in Eddie Kingston. What did you think of it, Jay?
I think it was a good competitive match, and I think they pulling the trigger as fast as they can. I mean, first match, already got the belt. I mean, Jesus. I don't know if I should be happy for Okada or feel bad for Kingston being booked like this. I mean, I thought Kingston was booked as a strong champion, strong fighting champion, especially after beating Danielson, which speaks volume and giving him his respect. And now from there, you make him lose one of the belts because you got this hot new toy that comes in and you're paying him millions of dollars. I don't know, Savage. It depends on how you take it as a fan.
Bottom line is this: Okada looks strong, and they presented that tonight. They presented this as they're serious. They're trying to make this a legitimate, like their comparison to the Intercontinental Champion. Like that is holds this title. He's supposed to be on the rocket path.
But I also didn't like. I don't know if you have a slide, but it was the Young Bucks and Tony Khan back when he won.
Of course, I have that slide right there. Yeah, this makes Tony. Yeah. This makes Tony look weak because the fact that Tony's back there and then he's sees that Okada's like cheating and poking the eyes and all this. Like you're watching it firsthand, and all that's cool in your company, this cheating, and you have these wrestlers that just abusing you and using you and manipulating you and making you look like a complete tool, although you already do a good job of that yourself. But now they're just putting the stamp on it.
I mean, he's smiling, they're celebrating, and it seems like a guy that has no control over the EVPs, but you're the president, so
he doesn't have the control over his own bladder, let alone the EVPs.
Yeah, we could skip all this.
I'm not skipping this. This had me hyped because I like Pac. I think he's great. The bastard, Pac. I don't even know what the correct pronunciation is anymore. No, because I never hear his name. He's never there.
Yeah, he's always booked the same. He's a ghost.
Well, listen, I don't see him being the one to take down Okada right now. Okada just won. He ain't losing that title. So that's the only thing that's a little bothersome with this. Unless they're going to do a trade tour. I don't think that's going to happen. I've seen
AEW for 5 years. I never seen someone have their first match win the belt. That's insane.
It's huge. It's a big statistic.
I don't think it's huge. I just think it's insane.
No, it is huge. Now, what did you think
of this? It gets more insane right here when this guy gets on the mic.
Go for it, Jay. Hurry up.
I don't know. I guess people don't listen to me out there, but you cannot give this guy a mic. I have no beef with Swerve. I don't want, oh, Jay, you a hater. You a Swerve hater. Look, I'm not a hater. I appreciate all his talent, but for God's sakes, you have a manager in the background. Not only he could dance, he could talk. Let him talk for you. Go ahead, Savage. Take it over. I know you like this crap. Go ahead.
I'm not going to say I like this crap. I just think, in my opinion,
likes it. Anthony likes it. Look, whose house?
Listen, tonight he didn't do a terrible job on the mic because he kept it.
Oh my God!
Are you going to let me finish, or are you going to babble?
I'm gonna go mute because I can't believe this.
It was short and to the point. And if he's gonna talk, keep it short. Keep it very short. In my opinion, I agree with you. I think King Nana should be doing the majority of the talking in this relationship, and Swerve should be doing the majority of his talking in the ring with his ability and his smarts and his action. And the only time he's talking is when he's whispering into Nana's ear or whispering into someone else's ear to do his bidding. What are you laughing at, you stupid bastard?
I was just laughing at everything you said about Swerve and how his mic skills are so freaking great.
When did I use the words great?
You didn't have to. Just the way you were just talking about him. It's just, oh man, he's so amazing, this guy, right?
Who said that? In the ring, he's incredible. You can't take that away from him.
I don't want to talk about the ring. I want to talk about this segment. And you're avoiding the question. Was this good? Was this a good segment? Did he cut a good promo?
No.
Thank you.
No, he shouldn't be cutting
He's
promos.
not
He's
good.
talking too much. I've been saying he should be whispering and
You shouldn't say
commanding.
nothing. Don't even say a syllable.
Yes, Anthony, I know his matches are stellar. And if you want to
Oh,
know whose help this
Wait,
is,
hold on.
this is
Anthony said wait. What did he Anthony say? His matches are stellar. So you're telling me tonight with the Butcher was a stellar match? Oh, I can't wait for this tape. I can't wait for this one. Let's go, Sam. Let's move forward.
we can't move forward because we're back on
This is
Mercedes.
important. Savage, this is important. I'm going to ask you this question. What did you think about this backstage segment?
That's what I think.
Right?
I think right there, the question I would ask him is, what is AEW doing with you? And that's his response.
That's how you feel about this. You see?
Hook.
Oh,
Take
man.
it on. A legend in the Ocho. Chris Jericho, one of the greatest of all time. The Ocho going to come out and get suplexed 37,000 times, cracked on his head. Hook actually punching him in the corner. Jay probably going to tell you that Hook missed every punch, but I think Jericho missed more shots than Hook did tonight. Jericho doing a good job of trying to sell the head damage that Hook was giving him, and after Hook beat the hell out of him, Jericho says he's got a proposition for him next week. But bottom line is this: Jericho got suplexed out of the building. The match itself, I listen, Action Andretti already beat Chris Jericho, so how much more of a rub can this guy give to young superstars? Jericho says this guy's going to be a world champion, Jay. What do you think?
I think that's the same thing how I felt last night when we played the clip of you saying Luchasaurus was going to be AEW world champion. That's how I think about that. But let's talk about this. So I said it, and everybody gave me a lot of crap. I said drug dealers sell better than Hook, and I think I am right on the money. His selling tonight was pretty bad, and the only way to cover it was just to dump Jericho with a bunch of suplex on his head. I think
what the hell happened there, by the way?
Yeah, he didn't flip over. That's what happened, and he landed on his head. This guy is not good, and I mean that with all respect. And I think it's time for Jericho to do something fresh instead of trying to bring younger talent that he feels have potential to become world champions in AEW. So I think he needs to turn heel real fast. And for Hook, I think you need to take him off TV and get him some reps, man. I'm sorry, Savage, but the selling tonight was really, really freaking bad when he had to sell. And he didn't have to sell much tonight because Jericho was covering it for him.
Well, at the end of the day, whether you think his selling sucks, this, that, the other,
They sell better. They sell better.
He's getting pops. He's getting over. The fans actually like this kid.
Action Bronson, the theme music?
The fans like him.
Yeah, because it's hip-hop music. That's it, man.
Maybe.
Okay, so let's talk about the punches that went through tonight. Were they good?
Hook can definitely use more time and more reps, and probably a tour would help them. I don't even think AEW's back on tour yet. I think they stopped the touring.
I don't think everybody knows here, but you used to be a pro wrestler, for God's sakes. Can you please tell me tonight if Hook punches out of 1 to 10, 10 being great, how were Hook punches rated for you tonight?
Probably like a 5.5.
You lie and lie and lie.
What's wrong with 5.5?
You lied to me, man. Here gets worse.
Did Adam Cole lie to you? He's disappointed in Wardlow. Basically says, Wardlow, you cost me your title.
You know what I think about this, Savage? I want you to really think about my take right here. We just put Wardlow back of how he started the company. Now, Savage, you may not remember, but I know you do. He was the bodyguard of who? MGF. What he had with them? A contract. Am I correct? That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, think about what Adam Cole said here. Blah, blah, blah. You're going to be watching everybody's back, make sure they win the gold or whatever. It's basically the same thing, you idiots, only without a contract. They put Wardlow back to square one. I truly feel him and Ricky Starks, the man that we all hate, are basically going to walk out the door once their contract is over in AEW. And look, and this is a prime example.
Okay. You know,
I don't know how you took this, but
I look at it like this. Listen, last time Wardlow had a run like this, he was getting abused by MJF. Having him lose to Wardlow and now getting abused by Adam Cole. Like, what are we doing here? What are you doing to this poor kid's career?
we're really wasting someone that's really talented. And that says a lot for me, but that's how I feel about it.
And this is where Jericho basically offered Hook a proposition for next week. We'll find out what that is. Spray coming up. Oh, spray. Oh,
Now this is out.
Spray.
I'm sorry, you idiots. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Jay. What'd you think of this?
I think it's the same thing that I see every week with Seth freaking Rollins and Drew McIntyre, if that makes sense. It's the same repetitiveness. One is top. The whole story here, folks, is one trying to top the other. So that's why he's having the match with. I'm sorry, Savage. I don't really know this guy growing. What's his name? The guy you used to watch, the Japanese guy. What's his name?
Shibata.
You forgot? Shibata? That's what it is? The guy you grew up, you used to watch?
Yeah, he's going to fight him next week on Dynamite, yeah.
I just think it's just the same repetitiveness that we get from this guy. I think you're giving him way too much mic time, way too much. Over 10 minutes is a killer, especially for me, that I got to listen to someone.
Over 10 minutes?
Give me 5 and I'm good. You give me
next week Dynamite. So far, it's getting stacked up next week. I'm looking forward to this match. I'm looking forward to Takeshita. Listen, they give us a whole video spiel about, Christian and Copeland.
Very well packaged.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it was great. We'll get into that later tonight. Mariah May coming out, probably wearing Tony Storm's gear from NXT. It looks identical. Fantastic. It looks good. I like it. Timeless Tony Storm comes out. We have Thunder Rosa. We have Deonna Purrazzo. It's going to be a tag team match. It's going down. Thunder getting pops from the crowds. And I thought she looked good. Yeah, I saw her. I think I liked how she was able to roll up the women's champion. It makes a clear statement that she's coming after that title. And she did the roll up after taking that hip attack.
I think what Stephen Chambers saying in the chat, I just think that the focus should have been on Rosa pinning Storm, but the focus was more on Purrazzo being upset with Rosa. I think that's where the story is. Do I like this call, Savage? I'm going to be honest. No. I think that Rosa could have had a chance after another program with Purrazzo just to keep the women's streak of whatever, how many days she has.
Shut up, bro. Oh, Spray.
Nah. Good.
Oh, Spray coming to the wrestling universe. Compliments of me. It's coming to you soon.
It's the same thing.
Oh, Spray.
The same thing.
Oh, Spray.
You cannot walk in. Your shoes are too smaller.
He is too good. WWE should have snatched his ass up, man.
We don't want a spot fest guy. We're good, man. We're good.
We're not good. We need to Spray in our lives, man. That shit is sick. Thunder Rosa, though, looking great on TV. I liked it. I liked it. She's coming in. And you know what? Another woman who never lost her title. She has every single right to go out there and go right after. She's doing what Mercedes can't do. She has more balls than Sasha Banks ever had. Thunder Rosa is better than Sasha Mercedes Moné, whatever you want to call her.
I can't argue with someone when he has the Rosa figure in the background. I can't.
No Thunder Rosa back there. It's up there, man. You don't even know where it is.
You still have it. I don't, man. That's my thing. Like, I can't argue with you. You're in love with this person. You're in love.
She deserves to have a rematch.
Here we go, folks. After we just gave somebody 10 minutes of rough time, we're going to give somebody else the mic soon. And here he is, Swerve Strickland versus The Butcher. Anthony says that Swerve matches are stellar. Savage, what do you agree about this match? Was it a stellar match?
It was stellar for Swerve.
Was it stellar for you?
No.
Oh, well, Savage, I'm a little disappointed. Earlier, you were telling me Swerve is really great in the ring. What happened?
This match was fine. It was a squash match, man. It wasn't a real match. It was a joke.
Oh, so the Butcher's a joke?
No, he's not. And that's why I thought it was a joke.
This is a real match.
This match should have been a 15-minute banger, giving Butcher can wrestle, bro. Why are we just burying Butcher like that? Why are we burying AEW originals who actually have badass characters, but they're, they just get dumped on?
The purpose was to make, the purpose was to make Swerve look strong, and it worked. Guilt, you got to be out of your freaking mind if you thought that's what this match was. You got to be kidding
That's
me.
exactly what this match was. What are you babbling about? Swerve, they wanted to make him look good. It was a squash match. That's why, to me, I don't care. I can't get invested into a squash match with someone who's already over and at the expense of someone that I like the Butcher.
Oh my God. Look, I know we met the guy and everything, but oh my God, can we get off his nuts for 2 seconds, please? And really,
first of all, we never met the guy. You didn't show up. So when did you meet Swerve?
So does everybody like the finish?
Let's see. We don't want to talk about the truth now.
Did anybody like this? I just want to hear everybody that chat. Did everyone like the finish of this match? Did you like that submission move?
It was his first time ever winning by submission. I'm not going to sit here and say I liked it.
It's just funny. Every time I ask questions, well, I don't know. I don't really like it. I'm not going to say
I do really like it. It's a submission move, and the guy's a knockout specialist. His finisher is the first.
In the chat, including leading by Gilch, is trying to convince me that the purpose of this was to make him strong. I don't think it did make him strong. You know why, Gilch? It didn't make him strong because you know what happened afterwards? He got back on the mic. I think he's just bringing himself more down. Let's talk about the mic skills. Savage, can you continue after the match? What happened? Here we go. Swerve is once again on the mic calling Samoa Joe out. Savage, did you feel like he was really threatening the AEW World Champion, Samoa Joe?
No, definitely not.
Do you remember anything that was so spectacular about this promo right here? Swerve? Can somebody explain to me, including everybody in the chat, why we have a manager in the back with Swerve and we're not using him?
The best part of this promo is when Don Callis came out, if you want me to be honest about it.
Yeah, he can actually talk. I give Joe credit. He spoke better than Swerve. What the hell? What is going on, Savage? Please help me. You met the guy. Tell me. What?
I like that Don Callis is intersecting himself into this entire main event scenario, saying, Swerve, this is bullshit. Okay. You're not going to come out. He's saying it's your house. Right. Takeshita's undefeated. You want to talk all that trash that you're going to be a title contender. Meanwhile, you have lost to Joe and you've lost. You're right. It's over. It's now time for the Don Callis family to get what's ours.
Now, everybody in the chat and you, Savage, please answer me this. Why is it every time a roadblock's been cleared for Swerve, we put a new one?
Because that's what else are you going to do? What do you
want? The third one. This is the third one.
You just want to give him the title? Is that what you want to do?
I just don't know why you're putting so many roadblocks. What is the purpose of Takeshita and Swerve? Takeshita lost his last match. Why is he now need to be Swerve to fight Joe? What? Does that make sense to anybody? I mean, come on, Swerve fans. Where are you? Where are you in the chat? Please make some sense of that. I don't get it.
You don't get it?
I just think it's bad booking. I really do. I think it's bad booking when you put somebody on the mic and he has a manager that can speak better than him. I think that's bad too, creatively. I know you got to get the guy to talk, but Jesus, it's bad.
What do you think is going to win next week between Takeshita and Swerve?
I think it should be a good match. Look at that. Jay is actually saying it. I think it should be a good match. Just keep him off the mic. Please. That's it. I just want to see the match. That's your boy, Savage, Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe's a beast, bro. He's been killing it.
He's been killing it. I mean, can I ask everybody, how did he get that scar down Callis?
I don't even remember. Wasn't it against?
Anybody remembers that? Please let me know in the chat.
Isn't that with Jericho?
How did Don Callis get that scar? That's a scar.
You don't remember?
I don't. I'm asking. That's why I don't.
I have no idea. That's a good question, though. But we're going to get into the main event at Dynamite. Christian Cage taking on Adam Copeland.
Ooh,
I quit match.
Should be a banger.
What'd you think? Did you think of it? It was a banger.
Okay. Trying to remember all the shenanigans that happened tonight.
It was a lot.
Okay. I felt it started. It was it was more stronger in the beginning than it was at the end. I think the end had too many shenanigans with the interferences from everyone. Plus the handcuffs, I think, was too much. So I didn't enjoy the finish at all. And I thought that was the buzzkill of how should I say, a decent sports entertainment I Quit match, because that's what the purpose of this was. If you look at every scenario everywhere that they fought in the arena.
Are you happy with the results that Edge was able to win, though?
I'm actually not happy with the result. And now I'm adrifted to where everyone goes from here, because you can't do it again. So I don't know where you put Christian Cage now, booking wise, against someone that has the potential to be a face or a superstar or whatever, because there really isn't a long list. So I think that's an issue right there. Copeland fights anybody, so he's going to be one of those TNT defending champions like Darby Allin. So he'll fight anybody, but I think you put Cage in a really difficult booking situation, because where do you go from here? You can't keep him mid and you can't bring him low. You got to bring him high. But now you're trying to put Swerve in the mix. So it's a real difficult call, I think, and I think it needs to be really planned out.
Overall, I was actually entertained by this match much more than I thought it was going to be. The only thing I wasn't a fan of when Copeland was putting the jersey on Christian, and then Christian was helping him put it on. It's like, dude, you should have put it on him all the way. That bothered me a little bit. But other than that, it was a good time. They had fun with it. They had fun in their hometown crowd. They definitely had the crowd going. The crowd was definitely loving this shit, and rightfully so. Both these guys are legends from Canada. I have more slides here, but it's not letting me upload it, so we're going to have to do this the crappy way. But, it was a long night. It was a long match. They let them go until, like, pretty much the end of the night. Past, it went way over the clock. And a lot of fun.
It did a lot of time.
Hockey sticks, chairs with barbed wire. We almost had a concerto. Edge was able to get out of the way. And then that turned into, like, just a nasty. Look at this. Trying to kill the guy. Trying to choke the guy. This caused Nick Wayne and Luchasaurus or Killswitch to come out, defend him. Mother Wayne comes out.
Why you like calling him Luchasaurus all the time?
Because he is Luchasaurus. He needs to go back to Luchasaurus.
Really?
Yeah. I like Luchasaurus.
Can we play that?
He's a dinosaur. My son loves dinosaurs.
Can we set the next video after the slides of Luchasaurus becoming AEW World Champion?
Yeah, sure. No problem. But listen, Killswitch over there again, DDT'd on the steel chair from Adam Copeland over there. Adam Copeland going off the top of the ladder to the outside, taking on the whole family. And then we get, Garcia and Daddy Magic are handcuffing everybody.
Out of nowhere, right?
Out of nowhere. Nick Wayne not putting up much of a fight. Killswitch not putting up much of a fight. They're going to get handcuffed in the corner. And then somehow, some way, Mother Wayne says, you know what? I'm out of here. I don't want any of this. Huge spear. I'll give Adam Copeland some props there. The speed that he's able to trigger from, like, limited distance away. That's a great spear for, he's only like 5 feet from the guy. He's able to just pull out a spear like that. So that looked good. The spear looked good. He ended up getting handcuffed, which is not a good thing for you when you're in an I Quit match. You don't want to get handcuffed when you're in an I Quit match. And just as he's about to get hit with Spike, Christian quits. He has to quit, and we have a new TNT champion. And Adam Copeland. 2 title changes on one Dynamite, which is crazy. 2 on one night. Confetti celebration is underway.
I can't believe they did that. Jesus.
I kind of like this because at least there's some finality to it.
You like the Swerve promo, so yeah, you like.
Well, I'm happy with Copeland getting a title. They need to do something to make him relevant again, because everything else they have been doing isn't working.
Let him fight those young guys. That's what he likes.
See, Daniel Alexander already knows what's going on.
It's about time. Yes, acknowledge Savage.
Jay wants to see this video. Let's watch it.
Sure.
Yes, let's watch it.
Ready for this?
Recording. We're
I'm ready
right now with
You ready
Salvatore
for it?
Promotions here at big event in New York
There you
City.
go. Pictures.
Salvatore Promotions bringing you the best in wrestling today. I'm here with Serena Deeb, who's killing it on AEW. And,
Thank you, Savage.
Oh, you're very welcome. You look beautiful. You look fantastic. Have you heard of Martha's Country Bakery?
I have not.
My God. Would you mind trying a cannoli for us?
Yes.
Next to Luchasaurus, who's looking at those cannolis like it's prey. Lucha, are you looking at them like they're Adam Copeland? These are Adam Copeland cannolis. Are you going to do something about that?
Nick will take care of it.
Nick will take care of Adam Copeland real quick. Salvatore Promotions, Martha's Country
I'm
Bakery,
old.
Serena Deeb, trying the cannoli. Let me know what you think.
Martha's.
Is that a good cannoli?
The best.
The best cannoli here at the best event, the
There
big
he goes,
event,
folks.
New York City, Savage, Salvatore Promotions.
we
Come
go.
on down and see Luchasaurus, future AEW champion. Let's go. He's like, really? Have some confidence in yourself, Kill Switch. Lucha Kill Switch. His name should be Lucha Kill Switch Saurus. I was looking at if first of all,
my
listen,
God.
Gary has a great manager.
Listen, in my life, I never heard a wrestler doubt himself. Really?
He did. He said really. He said really. Look at this bum. This is live? Is this recording right now? We're recording here. This is a joke, right? Who does he think he is? That is a fake championship made by a fake man who's a little fan. Who's a fan. He's a little kid. A grown man's body. He's never grown up. He's living in fantasy land every Monday night, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of that title. I'm sick of Tony's big mouth. You're in New York City. Savage runs New York City. I am New York City. You know why your dad's not here? You know why your dad's not here? Ask Spencer Slade and you'll find out why.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap you for that one. Let's go. Much love.
Yeah, Tony, I told your kids.
Who's the guy in the back? Who's the guy in the back talking at the end?
That's my cameraman. You liked it.
Oh. I was
That's
like, yeah, man, you're right.
Let's get into some breaking news before we get back into Rampage. Tony Khan addresses Jack Perry's current New Japan Pro Wrestling run, basically saying he's doing great things. He's very impressed with what he's doing out there. He's making a name for himself. He's so excited about what he's doing, and he's watching. It looked like he's just trying to, feed his ego. So this way, maybe it sounds like the door is open for Jack to come back to AEW. That's what it sounds like to me.
Publicity, my friend. Don't buy this. Don't buy it.
Jim Ross renewed his contract, which we already talked about this a few weeks ago. He's going to have reduced workload, doing only pay-per-views.
Don't work, man. We'll give you a check to go away. Like, this here, man.
Jeff Jarrett uncertain about his retirement, and I would be too. Wow, you look great out there, Jeff.
Oh my God! But listen, doesn't it come to a point in a wrestler's mind like, yeah, I'm over 50 years old. I think I need to stop doing this. Come on, guys. Come on. And please, I don't want to hear people telling me Jericho looked great tonight. Baloney.
That Jericho looked great. I'm not going to argue about that, but we're not talking about Jericho. We're talking about Jeff Jarrett. And if Perry versus CM Punk happened at the UFC, I'm sure that would be breaking news. But Jeff Jarrett, you look great. Keep on doing your thing. You deserve to have a heavyweight world title shot one day even. They should give you one serious run before you go off into the sun. That's just the opinion of a Savage, though. I don't know if Tony Khan will agree with me.
Tony Khan got to get his money. So what can he do? Instead of making someone sit on his ass for a whole year, he's putting him in New Japan and basically making work for that money. That's what it is.
Jack Perry vows to speak his mind and reign supreme in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Wait and see if that's going to happen right there. Current AEW feels like the late 90s.
Really? Do everybody remember what happened in the late 90s when WCW got out of business?
Yeah, I do.
That means it's
I do.
The late 90s. Because Attitude was like mid 90s, not late 90s.
See? I'm the internet champion, according to Daniel Alexander. We appreciate that. We will see Perry at the Forbidden Door. I agree. Steven Chambers out here talking about AOL. Jarrett would do great backstage. I believe it. I think he would do great backstage, but I also think he could do great on one more big last run. Eric Bischoff goes on to blast AEW over low viewership despite Mrs. Mercedes Moné being in AEW. And you know what? He's not wrong. He's not wrong. AJ Styles commends Sting for retiring on his own terms. I don't really think if they were his own terms, then they were shitty terms. The match should have been about him, not about Darby Allin going through glass window. That's what people will remember about Sting's last match.
It was a garbage match.
It was, yeah. Dustin Rhodes breaks his silence on the Rock feud with his brother Cody Rhodes simply by saying, "Fuck the Rock."
Doesn't do nothing, Mike.
Okay. Bryan Danielson believes excellent pro wrestling is guaranteed to draw viewers.
Oh, not when you're fighting these unknown Japan guys that I don't know anything about. Oh, I'm sorry. Savage knows all these Japan guys. What's his name, Savage? The guy next week?
Yeah, big shout out to Alpha Jr. and the family. We all hope Dad gets well. Pops is having surgery. I got to get an update from Alpha Jr.
Not call, man. You bad, man.
I don't want to bother him right now, dude. I'm sure a lot of people are calling him right now. But prayers out to Alpha, Anoa'i, and the whole family. Everybody send their prayers to Alpha that he has a speedy recovery, please.
You have to, man.
And last but not least, Kenny Omega endorses John Cena, saying that, he's the ideal face of the industry. Goes on to say that he's phenomenal, fabulous, like nothing but good things to say about John Cena. And can you really,
I can't say he was the ideal face of the industry. Maybe I'll give that to Stone Cold, but I could see what he's trying to say. Work wise behind the scenes. Yes, John Cena is that motivational inspiration figure that we probably haven't seen and we probably will never see ever again.
All right, I guess we can get back to the rest of Rampage. And I mean, listen, let's talk about it, I guess, as quickly as we can. We have the Guns over here. They're going to have a little program, little promo, basically telling Daddy, you should have never trusted us. It's always been hot and cold, and maybe we'll put your ass out the pasture. They're shitting on the Acclaimed. Jay White. I actually like Jay White. And you know who was good in this vignette? Darby Allin had the best performance out of everyone.
Darby Allin.
What did you think about this, Jay? Good, yay, or nay?
I just wonder why we keep going backwards. Why are we having this feud again? We already had this.
We did. It should end.
I get how it lead up. I don't need people to tell me in the chat, how do your homework, do this, how to get back. I know how everything went down. But ask yourself this. Why are we going back? We should be moving forward. Jay should be going for singles. The Guns, you tell me the Guns are very talented, right? You tell me all the time why they can't go for tag team. What are we doing?
I don't know what we're doing with them, but I think we're going to get through this whole trios thing. This is why I think creating the trio titles in the first place was always going to be an issue, because you're going to get moments like this where eventually you reach a point where you just don't know what to do anymore with your titles, with your roster.
Here's a good Jeopardy question. Who are the trios champion now?
Isn't it the gang? Well, doesn't the Acclaimed have one, and the Gang Bang has one?
I don't freaking know.
I don't think anybody even cares, man. Ring of Honor should have never.
I don't freaking know because it's never defended. That's why I don't freaking know.
Ring of Honor should have never even been purchased. Okay, but listen, Darby Allin was great in this little program here. I liked it. All right, Darby Allin.
I think Savage.
Hold on. We got it. No, we got to get to this right now. I need to know what you thought of this promo here from the Acclaimed.
I think it's just a bunch of one-liners, and I think it's about them trying to prove something when I think they already proved it in their careers, and I think that they are making the wrong decisions, and I think from what I hear, and I'm sure your rumors and your people that Savage, that AEW is a family backstage type of feeling. If anybody does not know, check out Anthony Leneni that had Mark Henry. He's the one that said that. So I'm going to believe a Hall of Famer. And I do feel that people like Max Caster and Anthony Bowen, who are talented, have a say in what they do. And I think they're just doing the most idiotic things that make no sense when you should be saying to yourselves, we're the champs, for God's sakes. Maybe we need to say something about us defending it because we're fighting champions, this, that, or third. I don't think we're getting the full potential of these two guys. So every time I watch this, Savage, I think it's a joke.
I agree with Steven Chambers over here that they definitely took too long with the promo, and the promo doesn't really, nobody cares about this storyline really. And then the fact that these guys were Dynamite all-stars, and now all of a sudden they're just like cutting promos on Rampage, they're having matches on Rampage, sometimes they're on Collision, and it seems like it's become more of a joke than a serious thing. Max Caster tonight seemed to make an attempt at a serious shot at telling the world that he's the best wrestler alive. We'll see if this is going to continue to be a step in the right direction for him. Maybe this whole thing's happening to lead some tension for the Acclaim to just break up completely and Max to go his way, Bowens to go his way, Daddy Ass to retire. I don't know. We're going to have to stay tuned to find out what's going to happen there. But let's get to this beautiful screenshot. That backdrop is an amazing painting. The best manager in the business after Paul Heyman, Kyle Fletcher, being joined by Mr. Don Callis, the man, the Callis family. Coming up with Powerhouse Hobbs, they're going to have a big tag team match. Jay, what did you think of this match while I'm dropping the slides?
I mean, trying to show off just how strong Powerhouse could be, but I just think he's missing something. That makes sense. I thought it was okay for what it was because I know what Cal Fletcher could do, but I think it was about showcasing Hobbs, and I don't know. There's just something that's off with it. I don't know. Something off with Hobbs for me.
I did like the spinning tombstone right there by Kyle Fletcher. That was nice.
Yeah, I mean,
he's good.
We know what he could do. I mean, but I think it was about showcasing Hobbs here, and I don't know, man.
What the hell happened here? Shibata beat up who?
I can't even see that with that slide. So
this guy basically beat the shit out of somebody. It was a squash.
This is the guy that you know.
He's great.
So what is he about? I don't know nothing.
He's about being a badass, chopping people, high ninja kicks and chops. Copeland over here celebrating backstage, having some champagne with the boys. Next week, we're going to get Will Ospreay versus Shibata, and maybe Jay can take the opportunity to find out some more about Mr. Shibata and see what he's about. But I can tell you what Takeshi's about. He's about being the alpha. He's about being the man. He's about going out there and proving to everybody that he is the best pound for pound in the ring between the ropes wrestler, according to Don Callis. Look at him.
Oh.
Look at him. And he's going to take on this loser. And guess what? I don't have any screenshots of that match. Jay, what did you think of this match?
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it, but I saw this. And these girls went kind of nuts towards the end. Weapons, tables, chairs, thumbtacks. I mean, they even missed this spot during the commercial break. She's getting put through a table. Julia Hart getting dominated over here. Statlander doing her best to kick some ass. They do a pop rocks through the table. Cold blue pop rocks. I don't care anymore. I think that move is overused and under abused. This was a tough spot because the thumbtacks looked very real. Statlander, you'll see right here in this next shot, plenty of thumbtacks. Blood. And then this one, she's sick. According to the fans, she's a sick fuck who took the thumbtacks, shoved them in Statlander's throat, tried to fucking choke her and kill her, kicked her in the face. And then we have Willow Nightingale with a DVD Death Valley driver off the ring apron. Jesus Christ, that looked good. Statlander comes off the top ropes on the 450, almost breaks her shins on the steel chair.
Like a mess.
Julia Hart trying to make her tap out, and guess what? She does. And these two ladies win their match, and that ends Rampage. Jay, you thought the match was okay. That's all right. I bet you won't think this is okay. Time for some upcoming events. We have the WWE Weekly Update, which we do every single Tuesday night at 11 p.m. And then we give you AEW, so make sure you subscribe, like, and share. I did arrive with Spencer Slade destroying Joseph Keys in New York City live. It was a good time, and stay
Triller TV, man.
More shows coming soon. Merchandise coming. Jay, why don't you, I'll let them watch this.
We should have an interview with the guy that Slade was beating up in Toronto Town.
I'm here with Mr. Slade, because Spencer is no more. I've reprogrammed this man into a killer. It's over. The fun and games are over. We're not playing games. Slade is going to take over this business. He's out here. He's working hard. Savage has him working harder than he ever has in his entire life. And he understands what must be done. He understands that he must turn into the most psychotic suplex submission machine possible, so we can continue to do what we've been doing, which is destroying all the opposition. Violence and suffering, you have seen nothing yet. You will see violence. You will see suffering unlike anything. Because when it's said and done, this man is going to drop the apocalypse on your organization. And I'm sick and tired of all the crap from management. Get your stuff together, because he is the main event.
Oh, you're with your daughter. Well, guess what? Your daughter's about to watch this.
Come on, man, give me a break.
No breaks for Tony. No breaks for Tony. Come on, sit your ass down. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Let's go, Slade. Mission accomplished. See you next time, Tony. Try to stay down. Yeah, it's going down. Merch coming soon. It's going to be awesome. We got a lot cooking with Slade.
Mission accomplished.
We got a lot cooking with Slade. SNS just getting started. I am going to reprogram Slade into an even more of a threat. That is a killer. He's a killer. And that's all you need to do. Pay attention for SNS established 2024. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com and buy my shirt right now. You can go and also buy a shirt for the Wrestling Universe, who does incredible events. I was at the big event. Got to hang with these two. It was a good time. I also got to hang with Mick Foley. He came down to the Wrestling Universe, and it was a good time. He met the fans. He hanged out. He signed some merch. It was good shit. Coming soon, WrestleCon, Teal Piper, Demos, Savage will be in the house along with Marty Jannetty, Black Dahlia, Zaya Brookside. Tatanka will be in the building. It's going down. The Prince came. I have the 8x10s. I got limited edition holographic Marty Jannetty 8x10s. If you want something signed from Black Dahlia or Tatanka or Marty Jannetty or Teal Piper, Zaya Brookside, Demos, hit me up. Send me a DM on Instagram. I'll take care of it for you. Mail-in orders are welcome. You can send me your merch. Marty Jannetty's got a lot of new toys. Maybe you're lucky enough and you have this.
Not toys.
See, I got blessed by Major Bendy's. They sent this to a Savage because that's what Savage does.
I can get one.
He gets action figures made. He makes deals happen. I'm wheeling and dealing with guys like Matt Cardona, the indie god. Big shout out to Matt Cardona, Brian Myers, and Nick Knick for sending me this figure, for sending Marty his figure. Maybe you're lucky.
A lot of love for Marty on the chat.
Maybe you're one of the lucky ones who picked up this figure because it's very rare. You should have ordered. Should have ordered, man. There was only 500 made, and me and Marty have 5 of them. So what are you gonna do about it?
5 of them?
Well, Marty, I got one. Marty got like 4, but I'm pretty sure he gave it away to his family.
Marty, so one of them, Jay? Come on, baby.
Big rubber guys, bro. Listen, when the big rubber guys come out and they tell you to pre-order it, they're telling you for a reason because they're not making it again. Like, dude, they made Ric Flair, they made Sergeant Slaughter, they had Axe and Smash. These all sold out. Marty Jannetty sold out. They all sold out. And now people want them because they're such a beautiful figure. Insane detail, when they tell you to pre-order, you should listen.
Ooh, 1,200 figure, usually 500 is exclusive.
Yeah, man, it is what it is. What are you gonna do?
I know the figures right here.
But yes, a lot of going on in the Savage Kingdom. We only have a few episodes left before WrestleMania. Ooh. WrestleMania right around the corner. It's gonna be a crazy
go off with a banger before you go to Philly.
Yo, Friday night we have SmackDown. The Rock. A lot to talk about next week, man. He's also going to be on Monday Night Raw, too. So next week's WWE Weekly Review is going to be a good one. Make sure you're here to listen. And some breaking news. Marty Jannetty going to be in New York a little earlier than expected. He'll probably be live in the studio April 2nd and April 3rd when we do Wrestling with Savage live with Marty Jannetty right next to me.
That one.
Yeah, we're all going to need a drink for that one, man. But it's going to be – make sure you like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you right here next week on Wrestling with Savage. Jay, have a great week. Thank you for being here.
Everyone, thank you for coming on the chat. Hit the like button, subscribe, like us, man. We love y'all. Thank you, guys. Savage, pleasure as always. Can't wait to do
big shout out to everybody in the Savage Kingdom. Daniel Alexander, Gianna Forever, bro.
Gianna, Jay, Ariel Assassin, Gilch, Anthony. Everyone, we love you all, man. Hit that like button, subscribe. You know what it is.
Have a good night. Take care. We'll see you next time right here on Wrestling with Savage.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, project you live as a champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now. God sent me Spencer Slade so we could take over professional wrestling.
Slade, and with fight promoter, Wrestling with Savage.
And we show everybody exactly who Spencer Slade is, exactly who SNS is, exactly what suplexes and submissions are capable of. Are you ready to show everyone out there who you are? It's time. Spencer Slade, the world's greatest professional wrestler. Professional wrestler. And when it's said and done, this man is a legend. On your damn hands and knees and thank me for bringing you Spencer Slade. Are you ready to show New York City and the world exactly who the hell you are? Independent Wrestler of the Year and the uncrowned world champion.
Might be out.
Looks that leg. Might be a little too close to the bottom.
The guy's got him in the sitting in the chair. Right there.
Professional wrestling right here in Queens, New York, Spencer Slade.
I don't just beat other wrestlers up. I beat other fans up too. So you want a suplex or do you want a submission, huh?
I'm Savage. I don't know who you are. You understand? You understand?
Yeah, I didn't touch him. I didn't touch him.
I did that every day. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Get this guy out of here.
Savage, take your man to the back.
The whole locker room is on notice. Leo Rush was talking about he's going to be the next world champion. I got bad news for you, Leo Rush. There's someone in front of you, and his name is Spencer Slade. You're looking at the next champion in the world. We're going to make a lot of money, Slade. We're going to make a lot of money. We're going to come right back here and invest it and make even more money, because that's what.
Dude, if you're seeing this right now, you're watching The Party with Marty.
Party with Marty!
Oh, you caught me with my K-pop. Hey, welcome back to the Party with Marty show. All my party maniacs out there. I was just drinking out of our Adorators, our KPopCrazy.com collection. This week is special to me because of this day, and we'll get into that during the show. A couple surprises. One, I'm got this big old box. Well, I'll wait and mention it later. But we got some fun stuff lined up this week, next week, and the week after, and probably forever. So you came to the right place to have a good time. We always have a good time with the Party with Marty podcast. Hypothetically, the best ever. And to bonus that, we have hypothetically the best producer and co-host in Greek Savage.
What's going on, Marty? I see you got that box. You got a knife already in there, stabbed in there?
Yeah. I haven't finished opening it. It's taped so much.
I got a surprise for you, though.
I mean, I guess because if it set out in the rain, it wasn't going to get it. Whatever's in it wet.
I'm just glad it's there. It's safe. It's sound. And the man that actually sent you that package is here. I'm going to bring him here. His name is Mike Knick from Major Bendy's. Him, Matt Cardona, Brian Myers, the most incredible toy company. And he sent that to you, Marty. Thank you.
Oh, Mike, thanks, brother. Let me see what we.
Yeah. It was just.
I couldn't get it open. It was taped so damn much.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I can use these for sushi trays.
That's awesome.
Okay. Holy shit. Oh, man, I feel like it's Christmas. Yeah.
Oh. Show the world. By the way, incredible detail on these figures.
Damn.
Yeah.
Get that glare off of it.
Let's go full screen for that one. Look at this.
Oh, wow, man. That's the
first
beautiful. Time I've seen it.
So nice. We got to show it twice, man, because I got one too.
You got one for us.
You got one. We all got one. You make sure you go on over to majorbendys.com and pick up even more. The new line you guys have is absolutely incredible.
Thank you. Yeah. This was series 3, and I think once people got Marty Jannetty in their hand, the series has kicked off. So we'll probably end up doing another Marty Jannetty because I don't think enough people ordered the first one.
I think we need to do a barbershop edition for sure.
That's a good idea.
Sometime down the future, we'll probably have to do the Party with Marty podcast edition because Savage is going to need a figure eventually. I'll give myself another 5 years though.
Maybe not that long.
Okay, I
got to share the set now with MJ in the house there.
Yeah, it's such a sick figure, Marty. Look at the detail, Marty. What do you think about this figure?
Oh, it's worth looking at. The details are unbelievable. Those were some people thought it was clown pants because they had tassels everywhere, not just on the side. But those were a couple of my favorite. Those types there were our favorite because it was rockerish to us.
Yeah.
So Mike, y'all got some good work going on, bro.
Yes, man. Top of the line
man.
stuff.
I appreciate it.
No, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for sending us the package. You got anything cooking that you want to let everybody know? Where can everybody follow you personally too?
Everyone can follow me on all social medias, Canic89, and then there's also Major Bendy's separate account on Instagram. And right now on majorbendys.com, we have the Extreme Series 2 Major Bendy's set up for pre-order. The pre-order is the order, just like this Marty Jannetty.
Marty Jannetty was the order, right? Top rope.
I attacked myself.
So, check it out. We have Dusty Rhodes, which is incredible. So
Be right back. Right here. I'll be right here.
It's awesome figure, man. I mean, you guys have so much potential. Are you guys going to make any rings or anything like that? Accessories? Major Bendy. You guys should have Major Bendy rings, Major Bendy announce tables, Major Bendy accessories, chairs, hardcore stuff. Let's have a conversation. I'll help you make a few more $1 million, maybe a couple of billion. You know,
we do that
my
too.
way.
Yeah,
You know, I got ideas for days.
It's in the pipeline, but not in the pipeline. We've spoken about it. We just haven't put
kicked it into gear.
Date on it. Yeah.
Okay. I love it, man. Take over the world, man. You're gonna be at WrestleCon?
I'll be at WrestleCon and Squared Circle Expo.
Definitely come by and say hello, please. We'll be
Yeah,
there.
sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd like to shake your hand, brother, and give you a hug, a bro hug.
Well, we've had a few beers together in the past already.
See, that's my problem. I forget shit when I drink.
Must have been something good.
Yeah, it was in Dallas. My cousin might have gotten you out of the mountain.
Oh yeah, I knew you looked familiar. I got a picture from that weekend.
Are you going to Mania night one?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to. Of course, you're going to Mania. He wants Cody to finish his story, doesn't he? I bet he does.
I am wearing a Cody shirt, but I'm a big Rock guy, so.
Okay, good. Got to be nice to the Rock, man. He's making all that money.
Exactly.
Maybe we can go get a drink again. Saturday night or
absolutely.
Friday night. I'll be in town. Me and Marty will be in town all weekend long. And,
absolutely.
I'm sure Marty can. Sushi place. Oh, Marty can introduce you to a lot of kinds of sushi.
Oh, beefcakes. They sent a picture. Him and Missy sent me a picture. I mean, it's a damn boatload of shrimp. It's like on a wooden boat thing. And that was this morning. I've been craving it ever since. Our adorator's going to try to swing by and bring me some.
I got to take him to Don Pepe's for the baked clam. Ever been to Don Pepe's?
I have been to Don Pepe's.
Okay, let me know when you're ready for some more clams. Let me know when you're ready for some more clams. All you can eat.
It is good.
Yes. Just don't take any selfies with Marty.
Yeah. I got in trouble. You cannot be taking selfies. I wasn't even taking a selfie. I was trying to get the three mob bosses back there. But I mean, you were like, they'll kill you, man. Don't do that.
I wouldn't do that at all, man. But appreciate you stopping by, Mike. I know you're a busy man. Thank you so much again for sending me the figure and Marty the figure, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you, brother.
No problem.
Can't wait to see you, man. All right, you too, brother. All right.
Bye.
Take care, brother.
All right.
That guy's awesome, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember him now from Dallas. I knew he looked familiar, and I'm like, well, have I ever met him? Because yeah. And
very cool.
When he said to Dallas, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right."
This will be one figure that I probably never sell.
Yeah, me too. I got a couple more for families.
I'm keeping this one.
Yeah, man. Put one up on the rack back there.
That one's special, man. Let me know when you're ready to start rolling, man, because you said you had a lot to get into this week. Obviously, what is this, the 20th anniversary of the
19
Rockers?
19. On this date, 19 years ago, was a Rocker reunion. And
this right here.
Yeah.
Who's that?
The girl right there, Shay. Well, that's the one that I was seeing at the time. She made the trip with me there. And so did my boy Bobby, which was one of my students that was already good before he got to me. But my best student ever, I always said that, Bobby Sanford. And he introduced me to Shay, but it was just like a friend introduction. And it was, that's all, because he was trying to, it was his friend, but he wanted more than that. And when we met, she came right after me, and poor Bobby, man, his feelings were hurt. Like, hang on, man, because he's her age. At the time, I was 42, maybe 43, 44, somewhere in there, and she was 24. And and him too. They went to Florida A&M together, FAMU, and he never said it, but we're like best friends. We still talk all the time, but I could see the look on his face. I could imagine you've been trying to get with this girl for couple years, and you introduced me to her, and then she runs right up on me. So I was thinking, poor Bobby's probably sitting there going, man, she's left me for this old white man. But
it's okay. I'm sure a lot of people are getting used to hearing that now. I got dumped for old white man named Marty Jannetty.
Well, not that you don't, but yeah, man. But it was that Rocker reunion was the most special, pretty much most special.
How much heads up notice did you get about that reunion?
Well, if let's run it back a little. Sean and I had gotten back in touch off of a phone call that I'd mentioned this before, probably on here, that I was contemplating ending it all because I'd had enough of all the. This ain't GAT; it's worse than that. GAT's okay; you can deal with GAT.
Ultra GAT.
What's that?
Ultimate GAT.
Yeah, it's GAT on steroids.
Shit.
Yeah, and so I was contemplating walking down the street. I was contemplating. It wasn't a matter of if I was going to do it. It was a matter of how I was going to do it and where, so that nobody would find me. My family wouldn't know. Nobody had to get their feelings hurt. I'm just missing and never showed up. And I decided I was going to buy the biggest pile of cocaine and just snort until my heart busted. But then I got to figure out, as I'm walking down the street one night, contemplating all this, I was already decided what I was going to do. I just got to I'm trying to figure out a place to do it. Do I get a boat and go out in the ocean, way out, and then dive in or something?
Jesus Christ.
or
it's pretty hardcore, man.
Or I go to Hawaii and go up on one of them tall mountains. How I do this? And I threw a question to, if you want to say God. I always say the higher power, but we'll go with God, since most people go with that. And I was saying, look, man, you see, I'm going to do this. If you don't think I should, and you don't want me to, and you got more plans for me, you got to let me know. And I need to know before I get back to the house, because I had a cell phone that was my roommates, Rod the Bod boys. We were all staying together, and I had to borrow his phone because I'd thrown mine against the wall and broke it. Oh. so I was using carried his phone in case I wanted to call. I had called my girlfriend and my brother, not Shay, a different girlfriend at this time. I'm not going to say Kia's name, and I shouldn't have said Shay's name. Sorry about that. And I won't say her name. Okay. I talked to her. I talked to my brother, and so it was sort of our last time to get to talk to him. Well, it was making me cry. Yeah, I cry a lot lately. It must be the CTE. But
you got emotions. You got to let them out. That's what
I got emotions about this big bulldog head I got. Right. I just started back working out 4 days ago.
You look like you're ready to clothesline the shit out of somebody.
I look like a madman. But yeah, my brother, he didn't really catch on that. I didn't want him to catch on, but it was crazy to me because he's quicker and smarter and, some common sense and street smarter than anybody else I know. My dad, but he's gone, He didn't get it, so I was like, okay, good. He don't, but it was, for me, it was my goodbye. And then I called her, same thing. Man, she called him while I was. He's like, you stop thinking like that. You stop thinking like that. You're not going to go do something. I didn't say it was. She goes, I know what you're talking about. And so I was surprised she called on, where my brother didn't. But so I took that walk with the phone, so in case I wanted to call someone else. Maybe I should say bye to this one and that one. And then I did the thing with, I don't know, you say a prayer, but the talk with the higher power, saying to let me know if you want me staying here. And then a light went out, which was usually a signal for me when I write it on a light post. And I looked up and I said, nah, that's not going to work. That don't tell me yes or no. Got to do something, because I'm pretty stupid. You got to make it obvious. Right? And walking, nothing. Now, I don't know what I was waiting for, something to fall out of the sky or what. But the phone rang, and I looked at it, recognized the number. So I was like, shit, because I had to get back so Rod could get his call. And when I got back there, right at the door, before entering, I turned around and said, fuck you. I knew you wouldn't want to do shit. And then, excuse my language. And I went in, gave Rod his phone, said, you had a call, bro. They left the message, and he's listening to it, and his face is going white. And I'm like, what the fuck call did he get? Sorry about the cussing. I'll try to cut it out. But so he goes, brother, you need to hear this. I go, okay. And we replayed it. It was Shawn Michaels. We had not talked in 6 years. Hadn't seen each other, hadn't talked. And he left the message inviting me to AIM, which is a ministry, Athletes International Ministry, AIM, in Phoenix, Arizona. And he said he wanted me to be his guest. I turned and said, holy shit. If you're talking to the higher power and you say, show me a sign, and somebody's calling you to go to a ministry with them, Sean, bro, I was a believer from there on. Holy shit. Good. I don't have to do this now. So went out to Phoenix, and we did. Sean ended up baptizing me there. We had, I think we were there for 3 days. Yeah. See, the one on the right, one on the left was that same day earlier. That night, that was in the evening. He dunked me under the water, baptized me. And Scott Simpson, remember Nikita Koloff?
Yeah.
He was, you can't see him in the picture, but he was to the left dunking somebody. And Sting was there one day. I don't know if it was this day. And yeah, Sting gave me a good piece of advice too. I told him, I said, man, I didn't know where I would get away from the partying. And then I'm trying to do this. How I do that? And he said, just remember this. You got a wolf here and a wolf here. The one you feed the most is going to grow the most. So I was like, okay, religion, feed that wolf and it'll grow. It was pretty good. And I did that for like 3 weeks. And then all of a sudden, bam, right back into the partying. Yeah, because women is my weakness, or always were my weakness.
It's not easy, man. That takes a lifetime of commitment, and you have to stick to it for like at least a year before real change can take effect. It's hard.
Oh, it took effect pretty quick, because within 3 weeks, Sean called me or Vince called me. I don't remember which one was first, but they both called and said, "Hey, would you be interested in doing a rocker reunion?" Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But don't forget, y'all, kpopcrazy.com makes everything, makes all these little
You were
trinkets.
telling me something about 48 hours before the reunion.
Oh, yeah, the 48 leading up to it. So, I got the call when they asked me, and I'm like, yes. And it wasn't even a question. Yeah, leave them there for a second. I went down to, I was wearing blonde streaks in my hair. You got that picture, that slide of me and Robert Gibson?
I believe so.
With the blonde streaks where I had, right there. See how hair streaked right there? It had worn out. And I was wanting to put that back in before I went to WrestleMania. The reunion. And so the only person I could find right away that would be able to do it that was worth a shit, because the ones in Tallahassee, nah. But so we had to drive down to Tampa from Tallahassee. It's about 4-hour drive, maybe 5, something like that.
Solid drive just to get some hair work done. Yeah.
Yeah, because Pat Tanaka's girlfriend at that time was a hairdresser. That's what she's done her whole life. And she was like, yeah, come on down here. I'll get it. So 2 days before the show, we drove down there. And she called it, what you can see in the ring with, and the next night was that match with Kurt Angle. You could see the hair streaks. But we drove down there, got that done. The one, of course, we hung out and partied a little bit with Tanaka and his girlfriend. And then we had to head back the next day. And we kept hanging around. You know, we didn't want to leave because we ain't seen each other in a while. And then it was getting dark. And then so we got like, let's go before we have to drive home the whole way in the dark. Not that that's a big deal, but you know, we'd rather drive in the daylight. So we're going back. Dark. It's, you know, after about an hour and a half, 2 hours, it's pitch black, and we're on the, I forget what highway, but it don't matter. And we'll come up over a hill, you know, to where you can't see. You know, you don't know. You can see lights, hopefully, from other cars. But as we top the hill, all right, now throw the deer up. That was sitting right in the middle of the road, that first one. And Shay was driving. I drove down there. She said she would drive back. So she's driving. And when seeing the deer, I mean, just as you top the hill, and he's standing just like that. Look, you know how to get deer in the headlight? That's just what he did. He's just stopped and looked like that. And I thought, oh, no. I didn't want to hit him, but I didn't want us to wreck either. Then Shay, I mean, she shocked the hell out of me, how she handled it. He swerved the wheel to the left, got around him, but put it back up real quick. See that one back there? There was another one. And when she swerved, he was standing like pretty much positioned like that. So when she swerved to the left and did so good not to hit the first one, I couldn't believe it. Then boom, tore the shit out of the second one, and then the car's going gang, 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 because the radiator got knocked into the fan and busted that open and did it up. We couldn't drive. We're in the middle.
Damn. How fast was she going?
Not that fast, about 65-ish, you know, 70.
Fast
Which
enough.
was, that's why it was
Totally.
amazing how she handled that.
Yeah.
There was a lot of things about her amazing, and some of them good and some of them bad, but you got to take the good with the bad, right? But so it's like 4 a.m. We're waiting for a tow truck, and I've got to get the flight out of Tallahassee to go to Atlanta for the Rocker reunion in the morning, like 7 a.m.
So the Rocker reunion's Monday. This is a Friday now that you're talking about.
No, this was the day with the wreck with the deer was the night before the show.
Okay, so that was Sunday.
Yeah, because it was on Atlanta on Monday night, you know, Monday Night Raw. So that would have been Sunday night that with the deer. And at 4 a.m, we're still waiting on a wrecker. And we're, you know, I'm thinking, gosh, the flight's at 7. You got to check in an hour early. So now, man, I'm looking at the clock and panicking. Finally, the truck shows up, and you know, we actually one of her friends came with them, with a Shay's friend. I didn't say her name. That's not her name. But one of her friends drove with the truck and got us. So we got in the car with her and tried to hurry. Time we got back to Tallahassee, flight's gone. And I'm like, I just got invited back to WWE, and on a big deal, you know, a Rocker reunion, and I missed the flight. I was like, I'm not going to tell them. I told Shay, I said, I'll rent a car. I didn't say Shay. I said, I'll rent a car. You know, Bobby wanted to go too. Bobby's at my student. Did you show that picture yet?
No,
three
not yet.
three guys, my students.
Yeah.
Bobby witnessed all of this. Not the deer part, but
right now.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, Bobby was, that's the one. Is it the guy in the green shirt on the right?
Yeah.
That one on the left, that's Boogeyman. When he would go out, he would cover his face because he didn't have his face paint on. That's
Nice.
old school, bro. That's
Kayfabe, baby.
protecting it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bobby,
Oh,
the
yeah.
green shirt, he became the Florida senator.
That's
He still
badass.
wrestles around now. You know, he still wrestles around, but yeah, he became the Florida senator.
That's
And
pretty cool.
yeah, so I rented the car. He wanted to go. He goes, "Can I go?" I'm like, "Yeah, come on." And so me and that girl, I can't remember her name. It starts with an S, Hae. I don't know how you say that, but we took off in a little Thunder Chicken, or you know, them Thunderbird looking cars, what do they call them? Whatever, you know, a little
Thunderbird.
Well, no, that one just looks like a damn small, like the car that carries coffins. It looks like a smaller
Hertz.
version of it.
Isn't that like a fucking family station wagon?
Well, it's a small one. It ain't got but 4 cylinders. Don't go very fast.
Hatchback.
We'll go with that. Yeah.
All right, whatever. A fucking hatchback. Excuse my
Yeah. So now we're going to try to drive to Atlanta from Tallahassee, which wasn't that bad. Like maybe a 4-hour drive. Yeah, about that, 4.5.
Okay.
And I'm driving because, I am going to go a little faster. I got to get there because, you got to be at TV by 2:00, or unless they change it, it might be 1, might be 3. I don't know what they're doing now, but I needed to get there by 2.
You're doing all this so this way you can get there. Make sure this Rockers reunion between you and Sean takes place.
Yeah, I think that was after it. That right there, we were signing that. We were doing a Rocker reunion signing.
But that's you with your new hair right there, right? That's that after the hair job.
It could be.
It has to be.
It probably is. But so I'm driving that. Man, I actually liked them, but once I drove it, it's like, man, this thing ain't got no power. Whatever it was cool looking when it first came out. It looks like a doorstop coming at you. But so I'm driving, and man, my 2 friends there, him and her, they were just having the best time cutting up, telling jokes, pinching each other, lollygagging around. And I'm sitting over there stressed out because I want to hurry up and get in Atlanta in time, so they don't know I missed my flight. Because like, we bring him back and he missed the flight. Because they wasn't going to believe the damn deer story.
This basically almost didn't happen.
No, it was going to happen if I had to walk. So with a hitchhike, it was going to happen. But it was in jeopardy. And man, I drove to the east side of Atlanta to the Marriott, where that's where they had us room. So I was going to check in. We're going to check in. If they want to go to TV with me, they can come, or if they want to stay at the room. Get in there, and I'm asking for reservations, and they're like, we don't have nothing for you. The hell you don't? Look, I handed the piece of paper, the itinerary they sent. They said, oh, that's the one by the arena. You're at the wrong one. God damn it. What's the address on here? Is this the address? Yeah, they put the wrong address. You're staying over there. That hotel is right by the arena. So now I'm really panicked. I was hoping to get in time, and that's why I was driving so fast, so I could try to take like a 2-hour nap, because I have not slept now in 48 hours, up to match time was right at 48 hours. Because talk about a nerve, nerves will wear you out faster than working out will. Nerves will. You feel like you just ran 20 miles, over a little bit of nerves, and I was a wreck. I was a nervous wreck. I was out of energy. We finally got over to the hotel, and I could get 30 minutes of sleep. Like, why try? So I said, I thought, y'all want to go, or you want to stay? So they went with me over to the arena, and I'm still going off no sleep. Would stress out the ass for 2 days. And, backstage, I wanted to get Bobby back there to see the boys, because he was in heaven, because he's in the business at the indie level. And big hope was to get there, of course. And, and then with that girl, that I can't remember her name, starts with an S.
I can't remember it either. I forgot.
Yeah, I mean, I said it so many times. Does it matter now? That's not actually her whole name. I'm not going to say her whole name, but it's Moshe, but we call her Shay for short. But I can't tell you all that.
Yeah,
but,
don't tell us that. No.
Yeah. But so, what's her name? McMahon. Shit.
Linda, Vince, Stephanie.
Vince's daughter.
Steph. Stephanie.
Yeah, she come running up. She
came running. She came running.
Well, not running. Yeah, walking fast.
When you said she came running to, I'm just thinking of Baywatch and replacing the person with Stephanie. You know how she's like running.
Stephanie was. She was. I think she liked me as a teenager. That's why Vince came and. Vince came.
Was this before or after the boob job?
When she was 15, it was probably before.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you talking about when she came running up?
Yeah, when she came running.
And it wasn't really running; it was just a fast walk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't try to look at that because I've had the girl I thought I was going to be with for a long time with me. So I was, but you can't have girls.
But
backstage.
she was probably ecstatic to see you though, Steph.
Yeah. Triple H was too, and everybody, man. I mean, we're all family. Whether I'm being good or bad, we're still family. If I'm in or out, we're still family. And Triple, Vince, everybody was so, just so nice to me. I felt so happy again. I'm like, I'm back. I'm home. I'm finally home, because that's my home more than my home is. It was on the road with the boys and the business. And but you can't bring girlfriends backstage. Okay. And that girl, his name starts with an S. We would have been talking about possibly would we ever look into marriage. You got that picture of her again?
Yeah,
of the girl, we can't say her name.
I don't remember her name, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I have the picture.
Yeah, she actually was pushing for it. Yeah, the girl, the one on the right. That's not a girl.
No, was she backstage? Was this picture taken backstage?
No. No, I probably got a raise.
How cool would that be? Like, you're in the ring right there like that, and then she's backstage. It's great.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of. No, she actually came out in the audience. So
I bet she did come.
Stop it. Yeah, she. So I told Stephanie I felt bad for lying to her, but the way she reacted afterwards made it even more special. When Shay's there and she goes, "Who you got with you?" I said, "Well, that's my brother-in-law, and this is my wife, Shay." And Stephanie's like, "Oh, wow!" And she hugged Shay and Bobby. So I was shooting, and then she turned and she told whoever was catering or whatever in the back, running, the side guys taking care of everything. Anything any of these people need, you get it immediately. That's not even exaggerating. That's how she said it. I'm like, wow. I mean, if I wouldn't have said I was married, would she have still been that accommodating? But she was, man. She made me so happy. And I was glad to see she was that way, didn't take the racial stance or anything. Yeah, she was just like, she was all happy about it. And then Bobby is now my brother-in-law, right? Because they are best friends. But so I got my brother-in-law and my wife, hypothetically. And then I had to go out to the ring. Just wanted to talk to us, about our match, which was against La Resistance. How you say it? La
Resistance.
Yeah, thanks. So we went out there and made sure. I think they didn't think I was doing much on my 5 years away, or it's probably been 7 years since I've been one of them, if not longer. But now about 7. But I was running a wrestling school and doing shows, independent shows. So running the wrestling school, I'm always hands-on. I don't like sitting outside telling somebody what to do, having somebody else show them hands-on. I think my students, they always did in Houston and Tallahassee.
Is this is that them, the students?
That's Orlando at Larry Zbyszko School.
Oh, okay.
And look at this, Virgil. Oh man, I miss Virgil.
He's Virgil.
Yes, sir. But Larry Zbyszko School, I did a seminar that day, and those kids there would tell you, like he got in there, bumped around with us. So I mean, I was in shape when I went for the reunion. Because Vince wanted to see me. First time you hit the ropes 3 days ago. But let me see. Boom, 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 back and forth. He goes, oh, okay, you stayed conditioned. Good for you. And I was like, yeah, I'm more than conditioned, bro. I can still go. And then, so it ended, and Shay, oh shit, the girl with the S, and Bobby's okay. There's no problem with saying his name. They're sitting out there watching everything, like just taking it all in.
They're getting ready to watch this on Monday Night Raw.
That right there, yeah.
By the way, the full match is out there on YouTube if you want to look it up. Rockers versus La Resistance.
Yeah, and now that you know what's going on, what's going into it. So again, now I'm staying focused all day. Had to do some promos. You always do on TV day. You get a ton of promos you got to go cut. Radio stations, TV stations. You know, you're yakking all day long to people, and then you get to think about your match finally. And
it's a process.
Yeah, it's a hell of a process too. So yeah, you know, and when you're so consumed with what's in front of you, what you got to do in that moment, you forget you're tired. But the body didn't. The body didn't forget you're tired. So yeah, man, I that night, that evening when we were on, after all the other stuff, right before we went out to go to the ring, all of a sudden my legs just got heavy as hell. I'm like, oh man, that's the worst for an athlete when your legs. And as you get older, that's the first thing that goes is your legs.
Yes.
As far as strength and stamina. So every time I pick up a thigh, it's like I'm lifting 200 pounds on each one. And but Sean and I, he wanted to just come here, Marty, and we went into a little closet. And I got scared, like, why you got me in the closet for? He was, no, nothing like that. No, let's say a prayer. I said, all right, go ahead. And he said a prayer. I don't think I was. No, I ain't gonna say. There was one weird part of the prayer because I have a head bowed. And I heard him say, and help us have the best match. I said, what the fuck? You just prayed for the best. Man, we're going to do fine. Now you really got me scared. You're asking God to help us have a good match. Yeah. And so now.
God, yeah.
I'm nervous as shit because we're in the hole, which you're on deck and then in the hole is third, on deck second. So we was actually on deck, and oh my God, I was hearing the crowds go crazy. It's Atlanta at that time. I think it was a new arena, and I think it seated 17 or 18,000 people. It was slam ass full, and so I'm hearing all that cheering. I'm like, I'm starting to get nervous. Besides the legs, like shit, am I going to be able to perform up to what they expect from me? And then I'm thinking, what if the crowd don't remember me? I'm thinking. Now I'm getting nervous. And Sean comes over and goes, what's wrong with you? I said, they ain't going to remember me. He goes, are you crazy? They remember me. They remember you. You've been here the whole time on TV. I haven't. We were the Rockers, Marty. Nobody's going to forget us. Okay, Sean. But we got up to the curtain. Then our music hits. And our music, we ain't even stepped out yet. And the crowd remembered our music because they popped. Right?
Of course, yeah. They're going nuts. They haven't heard that music in years.
I looked at Sean, and he goes, told you. And I said, it's for you, though. They probably think you're coming out. And then he said, just come on. And we bust out the curtains, to go out. Man, I wish I could show y'all that one. I was so mesmerized that they remembered me. I mean, they were going crazy. The Rockers, And I'm just sitting there doing this, taking it in, like, holy shit, I missed this. And Sean's like, hey, come on, we gotta go to the ring.
We gotta get in the ring. Let's go.
But bro, I got out there.
Bro, it's been years. When was the last? How many years was it before you had an arena like that?
That was 2005, so 1998. With WCW when I went there.
Almost 10 years you don't have that feeling. That feeling's probably undeniable and uncomparable.
It's as I often say,
the normal people don't understand.
And they can't until you feel it. I didn't understand it that much as I did one day when Hogan came out to the ring to save us in Philadelphia at the Spectrum. It used to be the Spectrum. They had popped for us coming out, and then it was like Sean and I were looking at each other. I said, wow, that's pretty cool. You can actually, when it's enough energy from enough people focused down into one point, you can feel the vibration, of energy.
The goosebumps.
Yeah. And then Hulk comes, music hits. He comes running out. Oh my God, it was so much electricity. Our hair
thunderous.
For real. My arm.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Damn. But I guess the point I was going to make and didn't do a good job of it was I did a lot of drugs in my days.
How do we go from
I don't really do them that much anymore.
We were just on the light side of the moon, and now we're going right back to the dark side.
Yeah, let me let's run that back. So anyway, back when I used to, I've often said this: there's no drug that I've ever done, and I've done almost all of them. Heroin's probably the only one I've missed, and I'm glad.
Jesus Christ, we're going next level.
Yeah, I'm glad I've missed that one. I've seen too many of my friends get hooked on it.
Listen, don't start talking about gumball machines and bunny rabbits.
Yeah, you remember that? Yeah.
That
but nothing. There's no drug that gets you a better high than that when you walk out and hear 20,000 screaming people screaming for you. Can't beat that.
that I can believe. That's a different kind of feeling, you know.
Definitely. You've been around it.
I've had my little glimpses of it. Hey man, I had 1,000 people chant asshole one time at MSG. It was great.
Yeah, that was the last thing we did together.
No, this is when I rocked the security guard, and at least 1,000 people were chanting asshole while I was getting dragged out the building. It was great.
Party with
Marty. Hell yeah.
MJ in the house.
Beautiful.
We still got stuff at our t-shirt store.
Listen, tell Addy to make some more shirts that we can bring with us to WrestleCon.
Okay, yeah, we got to have a bunch for WrestleCon. WrestleCon does so good. WrestleMania weekend is just unreal.
We can bring her back some money.
Yeah, okay. I'll tell her if she comes to moderate or add.
I'm going to show a picture though. In that same week that you had the reunion, you also had a match with Kurt Angle.
Yeah, that was the next night.
Wow.
Wait, let me the picture to the right. That's not
Swaggy. You're cheating on Swaggy.
No, this is back then after the baptism. Now I'm at my home. Now I'm home, and that Swaggy, I had him baptize me too.
Double baptism.
You know what's funny though? Look how relaxed he is. He ain't got a care in the world.
Yeah,
and the dog's scared of the water.
I can't even believe that you have, and that cat has all its claws.
Yeah.
And it didn't kill you.
No, he loved the water.
Wow, that's rare. Cats hate water.
Yeah, I actually built him a little boat.
Now look at you lunatic on the left over here. You're like 6 feet in the air. You're literally your feet.
No, it was 6 feet right there. I was up 12 feet.
That was off the top rope, right?
Yeah,
again,
off the top of the turnbuckle.
You never learned your lesson. You didn't even change your signature move. You should have changed it. Look at this thing. My God, I can't even imagine the impact that's going to have on your feet when you're coming down, right?
Well, but at this point, I'd already been doing that kind of thing my whole career. So at that point, it was 25 years in. 25 years, because I did that from the beginning.
That's dead ass one of the craziest fucking moves I've ever seen, because, you know, you see a lot of these guys, they go off the top rope, but ain't none of them landing on their feet the way you were landing on your feet, man.
That's and you know, even Macho Man did go up once, and because he saw me do it, and he goes, "Well, brother, you got to save that for TV." And that's just, I was like, "Why? I want to cheat the people that paid their money at the house show." And he goes, "You'll last a lot longer."
That's just like, yeah, he was wrong.
But then the next night he gets up on the top rope, on the post. And he's going to jump. He jumps down to the floor, but he like squatted all the way down and kind of eased his way down. Man, I would actually jump up and get some air.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of the old videos of you doing that specific move. I want to put together like a compilation of every one that I can find on the internet of you just jumping off the top rope
and
again and again.
And then wonder why the ankles.
Hell yeah, man. Well, now, hold on. You sent me this slide.
Yeah, I just showed that was when Sean and I, the first time we met. That's DJ Peterson on the right. That's my best friend in life, and
I thought that was Scott Hall.
That's how the whole fight in the dressing room happened. Because Dave, when he signed in to our hotel, everybody thought he was Scott Hall, and we got discounts.
Wow.
You know, at hotels around Kansas City in that area. You know, so he told me, he says, I walked in and they said, "Hey, Scott, holy shit, what are you doing here?" And he said, "Well, I figure I might as well get the rate. I was just signing in to Scott Hall." And he did. Then the room, we had a party. I know that's hard to believe. We had a hella party in there, and nothing got broke but a lamp. We took the beds, because we had so many people over. bed, slide one mattress off, put on the floor, so we got more room for people to sleep. Which nobody was sleeping. But yeah, man. And then a broken lamp, and it took it out of my check because when my next check it said minus hotel damage $15. I got that receipt somewhere. That check stub somewhere. But it got back to Scott Hall. Now I put his name down and destroyed the room to get him in trouble. And and then Bob Brown told him, you need to go do something about it. Meaning telling him to jump me. And I wouldn't be worried if he jumped me while I was awake. But I was sleeping on the table, hungover, sleeping on a table in the dressing room. And next thing I know, man, I'm on my hands and knees in the dressing room, looking at everybody staring at me. And I see Scott, fuck shit. And he goes storming out the babyface side, our dressing room. And I'm not even, what's happening? DJ Dave, Peterson, my friend, he says, come here, Marty. And he pulled me in front of a mirror. My lip was split. There was half of it over here and half over here. And my eye was hanging open. I'm like, what the fuck? Everybody was like, he just came in and started waylaying on you.
Definitely not an easy day at the office.
What's that?
Definitely not an easy day at the office that day.
Nah, and the next night I had to wrestle in St. Louis with stitches in my lip and stitches in my damn eye.
Definitely not as easy as this gig. This gig's a little easier than that gig.
Yeah, that's all I want to do anymore.
When's the next
I would love to be able to get in the ring and wrestle. What?
We got to make the next Rocker reunion happen.
Oh, well, I don't want to
the people show up for it. I mean, look at all these people that showed up for.
Oh, you mean like signing wise? Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. Oh yeah, we're not putting you in the ring right now. I don't think I don't think
the ankles. Hey, look, man.
I don't think we want to put Sean in the ring right now. Forget you. I think you would be more fine than Sean would right now. Sean's looking a little nimble.
I just do everything. Upper half, I'm still can do everything I ever did. Maybe not as quick as when I was 20, but I mean, if the ankles ever do heal up, I could.
The fans love you guys, though, man. You guys are like fan favorites, lifetime fan favorites, and I think that reunion proved it to you when you came out and you heard all those people go crazy. Obviously, everybody still remembers.
I was the deer in the headlights. I was like, holy shit. If it hadn't been for Sean, I was like, all right, come on, Marty. We got to go to the ring now. I was just sitting there soaking it in, it was TV taping. So you can't, don't kill too much time. Come on.
Oh, my God. Did Shawn Michaels fight Bob Backlund?
No, he was just there. Bob likes to come up to you and grab you in a bear hug and hug you.
Yeah, I've seen him do that.
Pull you off off the ground. And I think, showing you he can still, even at his age, which shit, he's got to be 78.
Yeah.
Something like that. And I saw him about 3 years ago. The last show I did before 2.5 years ago, 3 years, 2.5, whatever. 2.5, and I don't remember. Oh, it was up in Boston because I had that old thing with Dan Marotti, the Party with Marty show there, and this time it was an event. I'd be signing at. A lot of old friends were there. Medusa, it was so good to see her. Medusa Michelli. What else did she go by?
Producer.
Yeah, she went by something else. I thought. Well, maybe, but anyway, it was good to see her. I think Bushwhacker, Luke was there. I just talked to him last night for a while, and we tried to stir up some plans too. That you're going to have to come down to Tampa because he's got some good ideas and some stuff we can do together.
So he wants me in Tampa. I gotta come down to Tampa. I'm down with that.
Yeah, and Hogan, of course, because
maybe we should just move to Florida. All of us.
Well, that's the plan. That was the plan when the sepsis shit hit. Dirty, filthy hospital.
Maybe we can talk about buying a house together or some bullshit, like a nice.
Well, make sure you get your own room, though.
No, you're gonna you'll be in the basement.
Oh, okay. Like I am when I'm over at your house.
We're putting your ass in the basement, man.
That's a pretty nice apartment underneath your house.
Yeah, it's not bad at all, man. When was the last time? When was this picture?
That was another Rocker reunion signing. Your signing wise, Me and Gene died shortly after, about 2 years after this. Damn. But that one was a success too. I mean, we had I mean, I get decent lines, but put Sean on the table with you, shit, it wraps out the building.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah, it's funny when that day right there on that one, the two guys who had brought us in. That's in Japan. All that was like to show how long we've been serving, entertainment to the fans. We've been together for, somebody said 6 years on WWE during that Rocker reunion match, whoever was announcing. Man, we were together longer than that. We started in 85 and took it, with a couple matches in NWA. Then went AWA's the Midnight Rockers, and then we were the Rockers in WWE, WWF at the time. We got there in 88. We did the barbershop window in 92. It was 6 years. This was the time I came out. This is when I won the Intercontinental title. He's out there saying, "Hey, man, anybody, any place, anytime." And I had the hoodie over me at first, and I come creeping down. I was trying to do a Mike Tyson walk.
That shit was awesome.
Walk.
Yeah.
And then, we come in, and I had sunglasses on. He goes, "Oh, who's this guy? Get out of here, buddy, before you get hurt." And I pulled the sunglasses off and pulled the hoodie off, and he was having a fit. And Vince was like, "You said anyone, anytime, any place. Will you defend the title tonight?" He's like, No. He don't have his gear. I said, "I got it."
I got it.
Well, no. Oh, shit,
Now, obviously, I got to ask. I'm sure I know the answer, but did Sean know that you were coming out to do that, or was that a surprise?
He'd seen me earlier at TV. Man, I guess everybody tells backstories anyway now. When they called me up to come back in, it was because they found out Sean lied on me. Vince did, and he didn't appreciate it at all. Because he's treating Sean so good, and Sean's his boy toy, and Sean lied to him. Because when that match in the Royal Rumble, where I was wearing that Michelin Man outfit or a big air filter, well, we had just had the best 3 matches anybody's ever had in a row. But because they would put you together to start getting the timing down and what you want to do for the pay-per-view. And I remember telling Vince, so the people, it was Salt Lake City, Denver was the best, absolutely. It was right before we had to drive over to Sacramento for the Royal Rumble. But it was three places before, Denver, Salt Lake, and I can't remember where else. I remember telling Vince, and it was sold out arenas. So I was like, what about them 15,000 people and those 15,000 and those 15,000? He goes, "We're looking to get 15 million. Just get your shit right." For the pay rate or buy rate on the pay-per-view. But so Denver, if I had to point to one single match that was the best ever, it would be that one. And not even a close second. Kurt Angle match, I loved it too.
Yeah.
But we jump started.
It's because of who you're in the ring with, though. You're in the ring with Kurt Angle. Of course, you're gonna have a banger match, bro.
Yeah, and Sean and I knew each other's thoughts, man.
That's the ultimate match. You guys could have had like 3-4 years of matches, man. Shit, man. You guys could have had a rivalry just like Stone Cold and Bret Hart or Bret and Sean. It should have been Mania worthy.
It would be on that A&E show, like rivalries. It'd be on that.
Yeah, 100%, man. You guys definitely should have headlined a Mania one year.
Well, it was in the plans.
It was in the realm of possibility.
When I came back after the Kurt Angle match, well, that night, man, we're skipping all around. I'm sorry, y'all. That night after the Rocker reunion match, everybody was, giving me hugs like, "Wow, man, shit." And the thing is, Bobby, my brother-in-law, hypothetical brother-in-law, not most, but a lot of the spots in the match was what me and him had done at an independent show. And it went so good. Bobby was so good. And that match, brought everybody. When I say everybody, it's probably 1,000 people. It ain't the same thing on the indie world.
Nah, still though.
You still enjoy the policing people. But Yeah, so most of the spots, Bobby was just grinning so big when I came back to the back because he's like, man, we did that. We did it. I think we did it even better. Because, well, you know, I worked with him every day in the school. So our time that was the first and only time I ever touched Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
You know, for that being the first time you've ever touched each other, it was pretty good.
No, it was awesome.
But it's hard to have a bad match with Kurt.
Yes. Who made
I've
this?
watched it a lot. You're right. Again, it's just showing the history. You know, the Rockers had. You know, and then to the left is somebody sent me that.
Nice.
You know, it's a little shrine for Midnight Rockers was AWA days.
That's a beautiful piece. I'd be interested to know who has that.
I'll see if I can find out.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah,
dude.
Yeah, in fact, I sold whoever it was. I sold him that shirt.
Tell Addy to make that shirt right there and put the rips in it and everything.
Midnight Rockers, okay.
That's vintage, bro. Like I'm sure a lot of people would love to rock that, bro. Who does WWE own that Midnight? Does WWE own the Midnight Rockers name?
WWE, the Rockers, yes, but not the Midnight Rockers. AWA owned that, and that's why we had to shorten it. But I think I might have told you. Hold on.
I wonder who owns the Midnight Rockers now.
My damn Bendy dog jumped me again. That motherfucker. That
Bendy dog's gonna be through a lot.
What's that?
You're gonna put that dog through the ringer. Don't take it out of the box, you crazy bastard. Leave it in the box.
I'm not going to. It's going right up there with the other 6 or 7 different ones.
Shit, man. We got to make stuff like this. This is kind of stuff that I want to actually start making.
What is it? The toys?
Fans.
Action figures?
No, like nice. Like that's in a plaque. It's framed with glass and it's got collectibles in it. It's nice, custom piece, one of a kind.
Yeah.
I want to make one of a kind stuff for your fans who love you.
So this is the Bendy.
That's the Major Bendy, yeah, man.
So
you know what this is?
I guess it's rubber. I ain't gonna open it. But
what the hell are you? Are you guys answering phone calls to the fans?
No, after pay-per-views back then, they wanted you to grab the phone line and have people call in, paying $2 a minute to talk to you. Yeah, so they, me and Tatanka were always together. We were real close, and still are. And we'll see him WrestleMania weekend.
I can only imagine the conversations you guys had with people.
Oh, that's just the conversations.
I wish they had the audio recorded on all of those.
I'm sitting there and the girl sounds good, so I'm like, I wonder where she can send a picture. How would I get a picture of her? Because this is before cell phones, right?
Yeah.
It's like, how can I get a picture? This girl sounds beautiful. Then I hear Tatanka say, "Where you at?" On his line, "Where you at? Are you anywhere you can drive up?" Goddamn, man, you making dates on the damn call line, WWE call line.
That's awesome.
Yeah, me and him have been a lot of places, man. Together.
Yeah, I see. We got more pictures, you guys. Look, the enforcer, Andrew Anderson.
To the right is in Israel, and I'm so sad for that. That was my bodyguard, the girl in the middle. That's a bad little girl, man. I was like, when I got there, they said, and the one on the left is somewhere in America, though. And that's what's his name, Anderson.
Yeah,
to the far left. But yeah, we got there and they assigned bodyguards to us. Nobody's ever done that. I'm like, how bad is it over here?
They gotta keep you safe, man.
Well, no, they said for Americans, because we don't know the factions like the Hamas and
maybe they're saying that, but I think it's because it's legends like Marty Jannetty and Tatanka over here. But, speaking of Tatanka, you want to let everybody know that they can see you and Tatanka coming up?
Yeah, you tell them because you got the dates and times.
All right, I'll tell them. April 4th to April 7th, Savage, along with Puppet Master and all my boys from my crew from the Savage Kingdom will be there with Marty Jannetty, Tatanka, Black Dahlia, Zaya Brookside, Teal Piper, and Demos, and it's going to be a very good weekend of stars. We're going to be surrounded by superstars.
Dahlia called me last night.
How's she doing?
She's doing good, but she said she hadn't heard from you. She's worried, are you taking her off the show?
Oh, she hasn't. Wait, she's off the show?
She just hopes she's still on it.
That's news to me. No, I'm waiting for you to tell me to, you know, when we need her, we can bring her back anytime. She can
Oh,
she can crash this show anytime she wants. She's Black Dahlia. She's a chainsaw queen. She'll cut my head off. I'm not messing around with her.
yeah, I see some of them pictures she
She
posted
got a
on
goddamn
the.
chainsaw, Marty. I'm not playing games with that.
I hope
Nuts.
it's plastic.
No, that shit is real, and you're gonna see it and hear it at WrestleCon.
Oh, I saw a video where she cranked it up.
Yeah,
Ring. Dang,
I kind of told her to do that, and Billy Gunn got really pissed off.
But
Billy
what?
Gunn from the fumes.
From the what?
The fumes that the chainsaw makes. She revved up the chainsaw inside the
Oh.
hotel, and the whole lobby that we were in just smelled like gasoline and shit. It was bad.
She don't care.
I didn't give a fuck either. I said, "I'm sorry, Billy. I'm sorry." Zaya Brookside will be there. Teal Piper and Demos will be there. That's Roddy Piper's daughter. I'm sure.
Which one? Demos?
Teal Piper is Roddy Piper's daughter.
Where is she? Which one is she on here right now?
Right there, Teal Piper, the one next to Demos. That's her man. That's her boyfriend or her husband.
That's Roddy's daughter?
Yes, that's Roddy Piper's daughter.
Oh, I definitely got to hug her up.
And then, of course, Tatanka in the building along with Savage. We'll be there all weekend long. You can meet this man, Marty Jannetty. Come bring your collectibles. Maybe you want to bring down your new Major Bendy figure that you just pre-ordered and picked up. You can bring that. You can bring Marty's figure. You can bring his cards. This guy's got toys for days from Hasbro to LGN. Mattel made figures for Marty. Go online and look for some premium Marty merch and bring it and get it signed by the legend himself at WrestleCon in Philadelphia. And Marty, I heard a little
Don't make me use
me,
this.
Holy
Do
shit.
what?
I heard a little birdie told me that me and you might be crashing WrestleMania Night 1.
It might be what?
We might be crashing WrestleMania Night 1.
You know, man, I've got a lot of friends up in Philly.
I think we need to go find The Rock, man.
The Rock?
Saturday. He's going to be there. He has a match Saturday night. Let's go find
WrestleMania. Okay.
Rock.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I can tell, you know, they still got me blackballed because of that damn lawsuit, CTE lawsuit. And so I can't, I usually just call and say, hey, can you leave me 4 tickets in whatever city that they're
I'll tell
in.
you this, all right? You'll like this offer, okay? I ain't going to do it for you, but if you somehow manage to make God work in mysterious ways and put me next to The Rock, I will personally pay for 1,000 blowjobs for you.
I don't need to, you don't need to pay them. They do it for free.
No, we're talking about top-notch Dubai.
Oh, you don't think mine are top notch?
I'm not saying they're not, but you got to see what's going on in Dubai, man.
Oh yeah. Well, buy yourself one. I'm good.
No. Want to take care of you?
I'll buy it for you then.
Oh my God! Yeah, I'm sure my wife would love that. No, please don't.
Oh yeah.
No.
Well, you don't want to start shit and didn't tell me my wife.
That's because you don't have a wife. I'm allowed to do that for you.
I got a lot of wifeys. Not wives.
Wait,
yeah, wifeys.
Wait, I thought you had girlfriends. Now you have wifeys. What are you doing behind my back?
I ain't got
married.
Man, I'm a no-limit soldier, bro.
Staying busy, man. You probably have like more kids out there than anybody, and we just don't know about it.
No, not a single one. We thought one, you know, and I can't say Bianca's name, but we thought we kind of. That's the one that the first time I ever been called dad outside the bedroom. That ever been called dad.
I'm telling you, I think there has to be I'm willing to believe there's a Marty Jannetty Jr. out there somewhere right now.
Trust me, they would come hunt me down if there was.
No, they don't even know. They don't even know because their mom was wasted that night. She just don't remember who. She doesn't know.
There was one night in Denver, which was always our good time. I shouldn't retell the story because
it has to be a night that you woke up after hooking up and then the girl's just gone. You don't even know her name. It's happened. It has to have happened. There's no way.
It's just kind of like that when I please myself watching porno. I ain't got to say goodbye to nobody. I can lay down and go to sleep now.
That's the cue to end the show, Marty. Tell your people what you want to tell them. Tell them what you want to tell them.
All right. We love y'all. Hey, don't forget WrestleMania weekend. We're going to be there, WrestleCon, 3 or 4 days. But whatever it is, looking forward to seeing y'all there. That'll be my first time back on the road in at least 6 or 8 months. And so, which is how long